Yo, what's going on, True Fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's Whiteshadow, and today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at an awesome webcam for your Twitch streams. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at this guy. This is the Logitech Brio 4K webcam. It's the kind of halo product for Logitech. It's their highest end webcam that they create, and it's arguably one of the best on the market in my opinion. So we're going to go through the technical details and what this camera is capable of, and then I'm actually going to switch over to using the Logitech Brio so you guys can get a feel for what this thing can produce in terms of video quality. So let's go ahead and check out the tech specs. So the technical specs of this particular webcam are as follows. It is capable of 4K 30 frames per second, 1080p 60 frames per second, or 720p up to 90 frames per second. So 720p is capable of capturing up to 90 frames per second, which is pretty crazy for a webcam of this caliber. It is plug and play USB connectivity. It is a USB Type-C connector in the back, so you can actually unplug this thing and kind of throw it in its little carrying pouch and take it on with you on the go. And it can take any USB Type-C cable, so that's a pretty great little product feature there, especially for those of you that have ever had your cable ripped out of the back of your C920. That sucks, trust me, it's happened. The little camera is also crazy because it has 3 different fields of view. You can do 90 degree, 78 degree, and 65 degree fields of view, so that's really cool for those of you that have like big wide open spaces that you want to capture a lot of content on, or if you want to kind of condense that and just capture yourself, you can do so with the software of this camera. This actually uses the brand new Logitech G Hub software as well, which is a great piece of software for controlling all of your Logitech devices if you have multiple cameras, all of that stuff. I'm actually going to do a review of that software very soon, so stay tuned. This camera is also capable of doing 5x digital HD zoom, and you can use that with any of the resolutions that I have talked about on this video. It's got great autofocus. It has the new Right Light 3 from Logitech, and it has a very good backside illuminated sensor on this camera. I don't know if they're using the same Carl Zeiss lens that they have used on previous cameras, but I do know the glass on this camera is actually pretty darn great. All of the camera controls for this particular camera are built right in and into the software themselves, so you can use this with pretty much any software application that you can think of and edit them on the fly right there just by opening the software, which is pretty great. I mean, that's kind of the same thing that Logitech has always had across all of their devices, but it works especially well for the Brio since this was pretty much made for like Windows 10, and obviously it's going to work pretty well with Windows 10 as well. So let's go ahead and jump over to the Brio so I can show you guys what the video quality of this bad boy looks like, and you guys can gauge the biggest differences between the C920, which is what we are filming with now, versus the Brio. So let's go ahead and hop over to the Brio so you guys can see the differences. So guys, we've gone ahead and switched over to the Logitech Brio, and we're going to finish off the rest of the video with the Brio, and immediately you're probably going to tell a difference between the video styles between the C920 and the Brio. C920 has been my go-to camera for a long time for streaming, but the Brio is obviously a better choice when it comes to enhancing that production value. So the video feed is going to be a lot crisper, it's going to be a lot cleaner, and it's really going to offer you a little bit more dynamic range because it has HDR, and it's just an all-around better camera, especially for those of us that have either a large setup, a large green screen, you want to show off a more area around you, or if you want better zoom capabilities, all of that fun stuff. So I'm going to show you guys some of the different tricks that the Brio has up its sleeve using the Logitech G Suite software. Alright guys, so I have the Logitech G Suite software up here in front of me, and I'm going to show you guys the different field of view range that we have right now. So the one we've been using right here is the 78 degree field of view. This is pretty normal for most webcams. This is the one that the C920 and the C920 II both use at their native default setting. You can't change the field of view on those cameras though. So on the Brio, you have, this is the 90 degree. You're going to immediately see it's going to show up a lot more of my area here. This would be great for those of you that have a lot of different things around you. So say you want to show off your setup, you want to show off all of your Funko Pops, the things that you've collected, you don't use a green screen, boom, you got this right here. This is going to be great for those of you that have a huge green screen as well and you want to show off more of just you. So you also have a 65-degree field of view, and this is for when you want to get really up close and personal. This would be a cool idea to use for like a zoom setting, or if you just want to capture your face and just your face only and nothing else around you. I see a lot of people use this close-up setting for their default face cam as well, but for me, I honestly prefer the 78-degree field of view because it shows, I like to show my mic. That's just a thing for me. I like to show off my microphone. And I like for people to be able to see my shirt and the shirt that I'm wearing in case it has like a sponsor or something like that on it that I need to show off, and people like to see that. 78-degree field of view is my default setting, but the thing about the Brio is it has so much versatility, you can use it for a lot of different applications. Now, the next thing is that we're going to go over in this is like the different video settings. This is pretty normal for most of the webcams out there. I have actually tuned this camera to look a little bit better just for my personal tastes. But for the most part, you can keep this thing on auto, everything, and the white balance, the exposure, all of that stuff is pretty spot on. It's pretty fantastic. And it really kind of adjusts itself to a lot of different lighting aspects. So if you don't have great lighting, this camera is going to be for you because it does have a pretty great back illuminated sensor. And I mean, the low light performance is pretty phenomenal as well. If you have a darker room and you're in a darker setup, this is going to be the camera that you want to go with over the C922 and the C920. It is a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it in the long run if you value a good production value. Now, the other thing that I usually turn off is the HDR, but if you want like enhanced colors and all of that fun stuff, turn on the HDR. It's a pretty cool feature. I personally don't use it simply because I just don't have HDR monitors. Most people don't have HDR monitors, and I don't even think Twitch has HDR. So that setting is going to be more for like if you're a YouTuber, something of that sort. It has the setting on there though, so it's pretty cool to have it just in case you want to use it. But all in all, guys, the Logitech Brio is worth every penny. I mean, it's got the USB Type-C connectivity. It can be used on USB 2.0, 3.0, Type-C. It's got a lot of different field of views. It's got a great crisp picture. And it's honestly one of the absolute best webcams on the market when it comes to streaming and content creation. I use this thing for streaming. I use this thing for YouTube. It's so versatile, and I can't see why you wouldn't have this in your setup. Most streamers are starting to go towards this webcam simply because it is a fantastic little camera. I no longer need to go out and purchase a DSLR, although I really want to, but I no longer need to go out and purchase a DSLR because the Logitech Brio, obviously, I mean, you guys see it right here, obviously produces great video quality, and it's going to do me well in the long run. So versatility, great video quality, and it's just a great webcam all around. So definitely gets a two huge thumbs up from me. Awesome webcam. Logitech smacked this one out of the park, and I can't wait to see what else they come out with on the horizon as we get into 4K, 8K, higher resolutions, all of that stuff. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the webcam market brings to us streamers in the near future. If you guys like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button before you guys leave today. I would super appreciate it. And be sure to check out myself and TRUgaming on all of our social medias. You can find those links in the description below. But guys, like I said, that about wraps it up for this video. I'll see you on the next one. We got plenty more great reviews and tips and all of that fun stuff coming to the channel. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Whiteshadow out.